Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because today we're diving deep into one of the most shocking moments in daytime television history, the infamous walk-off of country music legend Trisha Yearwood from the Kelly Clarkson Show. Picture this, it's a crisp September morning in Los Angeles, the studio lights are blazing, the audience is buzzing with excitement, and Kelly Clarkson, the powerhouse host with her infectious energy and unfiltered charm, is gearing up for what was supposed to be a harmonious chat with one of her idols. Trisha Yearwood, the Grammy-winning queen of country soul, known for her timeless hits like She's in Love with the Boy and her unbreakable bond with husband Garth Brooks, steps onto the set looking every bit the Southern belle in a flowing floral dress that sways with her confident stride. The crowd erupts in applause, phones are out, capturing every second, because who wouldn't want a piece of this golden girl talk? Kelly, beaming from ear to ear, hugs Trisha like they are long-lost sisters, gushing about how Trisha's voice shaped her own musical journey from Texas girl to global superstar. They start light, reminiscing about Trisha's early days in Nashville, the grind of demo tapes and dive-bar gigs, and how that raw authenticity carved her path to stardom. Laughter fills the air as Kelly shares a hilarious story about butchering one of Trisha's songs at a high school talent show, complete with exaggerated off-key warbles that have the audience in stitches. Trisha's eyes sparkle with that genuine warmth she's famous for, leaning in to pat Kelly's hand affectionately, the chemistry palpable, like two firecrackers ready to light up the screen. But beneath the surface, there's a subtle undercurrent, a whisper of tension brewing, perhaps from the generational divide in country music that's been simmering for years, old guard versus new wave, tradition versus evolution. The tension in the studio thickens like molasses on a winter morning as Kelly Clarkson presses forward, her enthusiasm bordering on fervor, painting a vivid picture of country's future as a glittering mosaic of influences. Think Dolly Parton's disco detours meets Lizzo's swagger infused with banjo riffs. Trisha, imagine it, your ballads remixed with trap beats, reaching kids in TikTok scrolls who might never spin a vinyl of the song Remembers When. Isn't that the evolution we dreamed of when we were belting out harmonies in empty rooms? Kelly's words tumble out with genuine zeal, her hands gesturing wildly, as if conducting an invisible orchestra of genre-bending anthems. The audience murmurs in agreement, a wave of younger fans clapping at the vision of country unbound, while the silver-haired contingent shifts uncomfortably, loyal to the twang that tugs at heartstrings without apology. Trisha, ever the diplomat, nods slowly, her manicured nails tapping a rhythmic Morse code on the armrest, but inside, you can almost hear the gears turning, the defense of a lifetime's work rising like steam from a cast-iron skillet. She counters with grace laced with grit, Kelly, honey, evolution's fine, but revolution. That can strip away the very threads that weave us together, the dirt roads, the front porches, the truths too raw for algorithms to package pretty. I've seen fads come and go, what lasts is the ache in a voice that sings what the heart can't say. The host pauses, her brow furrowing in that endearing way that makes her seem both fierce and vulnerable, sipping her coffee as if to buy a beat, then firing back, but Trisha, that's exactly it, your ache is universal. Why gatekeep it behind steel and strings when we can beam it to the world, make it dance in clubs from Nashville to New York? The exchange accelerates, words volleying like tennis pros at Wimbledon, each point landing with precision and power. Chaos erupts in the aftermath of Trisha Yearwood's dramatic departure from the Kelly Clarkson Show, the once vibrant set now a frozen tableau of awkward energy, with Kelly Clarkson frozen mid-gesture, her wide eyes darting between the empty guest chair and the stunned audience, her mouth forming a perfect O of shock. Folks, that was real talk, y'all, she stammers, her Texas drawl thickening under pressure, forcing a laugh that's more nervoustic than genuine mirth, as producers scramble behind the scenes, feet cutting hastily to a commercial break featuring upbeat jingles for dish soap that clash hilariously with the lingering tension. Back in the green room, Trisha's team buzzes like bees in a disturbed hive, publicists dialing crisis lines, stylists folding discarded scarves, while the star herself sinks into a plush armchair, exhaling a long breath that carries the weight of unspoken regrets and unyielding pride. Her phone lights up like a Christmas tree, text from Garth Brooks pouring in with heart emojis and "You okay, babe?" queries, calls from Nashville insiders dissecting the clip already viraling across platforms, and a flood of fan messages split between "Stand your ground, Queen," and "What just happened?" Meanwhile, Kelly paces the host lounge, replaying the exchange in her mind, a cocktail of admiration for Trisha's fire and self-doubt swirling like a stiff drink. Had she pushed too hard, turned admiration into ambush. The audience, released into the lobby, mills about in clusters, voices overlapping in a cacophony of opinions, Trisha's right, country's dying without its roots, clashes with Kelly's evolving it, give her credit, and somewhere in the mix, a teen gushing. This is better than any scripted drama. Social media ignites faster than dry tinder. Within minutes, shaky fan footage hits Twitter, now X, with hashtag Trisha Walks Off trending worldwide. Days blur into a whirlwind for Trisha Yearwood post-walk-off, her Georgia farmhouse becoming a fortress of reflection amid the media maelstrom, where morning coffee on the wraparound porch now comes with laptop tabs open to comment sections that read like a digital honky-tonk brawl, cheers for her fierce authenticity, drowned out by jeers labeling her out of touch fossil. Garth Brooks, that rock of a man with his easy grin and endless patience, brews her a fresh pot and pulls her into a slow dance in the kitchen to an old George Jones record, murmuring, "Babe, you spoke your truth," the words just catching up to the echo. She nods, but the sting lingers, visions of Kelly's earnest face haunting her like a half-written lyric, prompting late-night journal scribbles about legacy and the loneliness of standing firm. Nashville's grapevine hums, songwriters in East End bars penning ballads about Queens in the Clash, radio DJs slipping Trisha's classics into rotations with sly segues like From Stormoffs to Showstoppers, and her label execs plotting a comeback single infused with that very fire, a defiant anthem reclaiming country's heartland soul. Fans show up in droves, not with pitchforks but potlucks, care packages of pecan pies and handwritten notes flooding her P.O. box, tales of how her music mended their own fractures, turning the icon's doubt into a quiet resolve. Across the country, Kelly Clarkson hunkers down in her Encino enclave, her kids' laughter a bomb against the barrage of hot takes accusing her of ambush journalism light, but she channels it into creation, late sessions in her home studio layering harmonies over demos that bridge old twang with new pulse, a subconscious olive branch to the woman she still calls mentor. The cultural aftershocks of Trisha Yearwood's bold exit from the Kelly Clarkson Show cascade far beyond the glitter of Hollywood, infiltrating classrooms, coffee shops, and congressional hearings on media literacy, where pundits parade the clip as Exhibit A in the trial of polarized pop culture. In Nashville's hallowed halls, the Country Music Hall of Fame mounts an impromptu exhibit, Voices in Tension, Country's Evolving Echo, showcasing artifacts from Trisha's career alongside Kelly's Ida Crown, timelines tracing the genre's shape-shifts from Hank Williams' Honky Tonk to Beyoncé's Lemonade foray, drawing crowds who live not divided, but dialoguing. Streaming platforms capitalize, algorithms pushing Clash-inspired playlists that blend Trisha's Teriyobia classics with Kelly's soul-stirred covers, view counts skyrocketing as listeners discover the connective tissue in shared themes of love, loss, and reinvention. Young songwriters, inspired by the raw exchange, flood open mics with hybrids, fiddles over synths, laments laced with loops, whispering, "If those two can spar and survive, so can we push the pedal." Meanwhile, in the blogosphere, feminist voices amplify the angle, two women owning their lanes without apology. That's the real revolution, framing the feud as empowerment, not enmity, with essays in the Atlantic pondering when matriarchs of music model maturity. Late-night levity lightens the load, Stephen Colbert deadpans, Trisha walked off so fast, she left skid marks on the soundstage, talk about a high-road exit, while SNL sketches it with exaggerated accents and prop banjos, ending in a group hug that has audiences howling.